Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. It is the player ranking show after Liverpool were beaten by Toulouse, my word. Yeah, it's not been a fun night at all, has it really? Liverpool pretty horrific tonight, unfortunately. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I'm really not looking forward to doing this one because I feel like I know where most of these players are going to be going. But regardless, I am going to be asking you guys for your help. So let me know. I'm going to start with Kelleher. I'm going to talk a little bit about him tonight. And then you're going to tell me in the comments section where I should be placing him, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as we go along as well. But I don't think Queven was brilliant tonight. I've got serious question marks over the team and some individual performances as well, of course. They were just not good enough at all in almost any phase of the game, whether that be, the determination that was shown, the desire that was shown, the technique that was shown, the togetherness that was shown, and the mentality all over the place was called into question, to be honest with you. And I think Queven was, look, I mean, I ain't blaming the goalkeeper for the performance tonight by any stretch of the imagination. And, is it really his fault that these things happened and that we conceded all of these goals? I mean, Kostas Tsimikas definitely at fault for the first goal. I mean, I blame Trent Arnold. I blame the lack of desire. Listen, I don't want to be sitting here because I don't think he was absolutely diabolical. But yeah. Justin Freeman says Kelleher was you're messing. I want the old him back, says Free Django. Got to be your messing. He stunk for all 3 goals. I mean, he didn't save them, but like, was it really his fault that they ended up 1-on-1 with him and that? Like, I don't know, man. You're messing FC tonight. Yeah, it kind of was. I'm going to move on to Joe Gomez, then obviously starts the game at right back. Let me know, just say Gomez and give us boss, sound or your messing. I'll make it easy for you. Use either sound or your messing tonight because I don't think anybody really deserves to be in boss. Tay Sorg actually talking a little bit about Kelleher. Says Ali makes some of those saves, but he probably wasn't your messing. And I think that's probably where I'm at with it. Actually, you've sort of summed it up. We're so used to seeing the best goalkeeper in the world week in, week out between the 6 for us that we judge Kelleher by Alisson standards, and there's nothing wrong with judging your second goalkeeper by your first standards, by the way. But we've got to realise that some people there's only one Alisson Becker. Dickie says Kelleher was not helped by the defence as well, which I completely agree with, and I said as much. Joe Gomez, I'm going to sort of go there as well for Joe. He wasn't good at left back either. I'm going to edge him down a little touch, to be honest with you, more into the messing than the sound by all of it. I thought he was okay in the first half. Second half, I didn't really think he was that good. Gomez a bit lower than Kelleher. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with him as well. Levante Vargas says Gomez was boss. Yeah, all right, nice joking. Jay Harmy's really good first half, decent second half. I'd say sounds okay. Michaela Perkins. Gomez was really good, but when in his position was changed, he wasn't great, but that's not his fault. Obviously, a little bit of blame going to the manager there. Joel Matip, I'm going to put him firmly in. You're messing. I think as the experienced guy in that line, I wanted to hear, I wanted to see a leader. Now, I know Joe Gomez was the captain tonight, but Matip's playing in his position. Gomez is a centre-half, ultimately, who played at right back and at left back. Joel Matip is the experienced centre-half, and I just don't think he was... I just don't think he was good tonight. I just think he was poor in, again, most phases, just not his day at all, which is exactly what Django said. Not his day today, should have been shouting at everyone. Yeah, I agree with that, mate, absolutely. Jarell Quansah. Help me out with Jarell, please. I love him so much. I'm so like excited for the future of Jarell Quansah. Am I okay to put him in sort of lower sound there? Is that okay, or is he a little bit lower? Firm, you're messing for Quansah. Zachary Cook said, sound. Quansah robbed of his moment. Jarell was higher sound. He was good, says Ben Jones. Greg 112 says, if we had Kanate and Van Dijk in defence, it would be fine. It would be, but we didn't, and that was the manager's, not just the manager's choice, obviously, with Virgil van Dijk being ill tonight. Dickie says Quansah was about the same as Kelleher. Michaela says Quansah I thought was lower sound. Sound for me, not his fault. Lower sound's fair. Jarell was sound and robbed of a goal. So yeah, I think we've pretty much got the idea there. I think Kostas Tsimikas can probably go down about there, to be honest with you, tonight. I think, it was a really poor performance from him. I don't think he was good. I think he was terrible. I think, hooked on 45 minutes tells you all you need to know about his performance, gives the ball away for the first goal, isn't good in attack, crossing, we finally get to see him whip that ball into the box, and we didn't actually get to see him whip that ball into the box. What we got to see him was whip a ball way over the box, way over the bar, and really high into the stands instead. Dickie Red says, Timmy, off the screen, thanks. Do you have a tier lower than your messing, says Trey? Because he probably goes that. Tsimikas, no, we don't even need to discuss that. Tsimikas is giving me Alberto Reinos vibes and toilet defending. Can't we just put them all in your meshing? Seem to forget their team. Says Charlotte. Well, yeah, okay. Endo's going firmly in there as well. Let me know your thoughts. Just put Endo and then write a sentence about him and where you want him to go as well. On Tsimikas as well, though, Kostas is a red flag. Robbo injured for 3 months. Take that opportunity up, lad. What are you doing? He has not grasped the opportunity with both hands. He has very much firmly not grasped the opportunity. Endo tonight, I thought he was walking a real tightrope at times with the yellow cards and stuff. I've said this for a few weeks now, and without him actually playing football, I don't think I've been able to really say, I kind of told you so. Is that my thinking on Endo is he's actually really, really good with the ball at his feet, but it's his positioning that lets him down. And I think tonight people will have seen that it was his positioning that let him down there, and he's firmly in the you're messing for me. Dickie saying, what's Japanese for your messing? Endo should have had about 9 yellow cards. Haven't got a clue. Nice. I still don't mind Endo. I thought he seemed a little bit off, but he wasn't nearly as poor as the other lads. Endo makes us want Andre even more, says Paolo, which I can't agree with more. McAllister, I'm going to put him right alongside Endo there, to be honest, because I think he got better in the second half. I think in the first half, I was probably midway through the first half, I was thinking, oh yeah, you'll probably be out there. Then he sort of dropped, actually, and then came a little bit further back up. I'm going to put him as Joe Gomez because I think he actually improved in the second half when he moved back into that 6th position. I think he started here, he went down here, and he went back up again to the top of your meshing. Not that that's a great thing or anything, but I'm disappointed in him. I wanted him to prove to the world why we bought him. I wanted him to take the opportunity of playing in the 8 and prove to everybody that he's good enough, he's fast enough, he's quick enough, he's got the vision, he's got the ability, but he didn't take his opportunity tonight, and he looked actually more comfortable, weirdly enough, in his wrong position, which was in the 6, where he got better. But as Chloe said during comms, we actually conceded a couple of goals. Mac the same as Kelleher. Says Freedom. Macha was just your mess, and says Dickie. Reds, wow, I'll just sell McAllister in January. Ooh. McAllister is just awful, he says. We were lightweight all over the pitch, says SF. Trey Sorg says, Chris, do you think any of them look confident tonight? Why do you think they didn't? Well, I don't think they look confident. You'd clearly guess that one. And I don't know why. I don't know whether we're just, just lacking in that confidence, and it's just a little bit fake at the moment and stuff. Harvey Elliott, I'm going to throw him into sound right off the bat. I'm going to reserve judgment, but I think he was sound tonight. I think he was trying really hard. I think he was all over the field. He was legging lads around the pitch and stuff. I think he can come out of it. I wouldn't say exactly with his head held high, but certainly as one of the better players on the field. Ricky Wilcox says, yeah, Elliott was sound. Which, again, Quinton Class says Elliott was upper sound. And Free Django says Elliott looked like one of the only players who actually wanted it. And I said before on my Match Reaction / Fan Interactive show, is that me and you would do absolutely everything on our power for that badge on the front of the shirt. That's what it's about for us. You know, we'd run through brick walls, we try our hardest. And I get that with Harvey Elliott every single time he takes to the field for us. I know he's a Liverpool fan, but without that, he looks like he plays for the shirt. And that's not like, I know you're a Liverpool fan, this is what you do with it. You do it because he wants it. And he did that for Blackburn, and he did it, and he does it for us. It's what he's about. It's the type of footballer he is. And nothing was going for us tonight, but I think that Elliott did well. Luis Diaz, I'd say, was probably maybe a sort of lower sound, something like that. I mean, I'm not going to sit here, or stand here, I should say, and slate Luis Diaz after what's been going on in his lifetime and stuff, but I do think he was okay tonight. And, you know, it wasn't him. He wasn't the reason that we lost this game. Quinton says Diaz was sound, upper sound, yeah. Daniel Ward says Diaz is a boss. No matter what the result was, he showed that he is stronger than them. That message should be heard by anyone going through something. That's Liverpool through and through. You'll never walk alone. That is an absolutely superb comment, and it is going to get the all-important / not important at all Chris Pajak comment of the year, and it was so good I'm going to read it twice. Diaz is a boss. No matter what the result was, he showed that he is stronger than them. That message should be heard by anyone going through something. That's Liverpool through and through. You'll never walk alone. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And yeah, I feel bad giving him a lower sound after you've said that. Cody Gakpo. I saw a lot of people in the chat talking to me about Cody Gakpo during the commentary, the watch along. I thought he was a bit crap tonight, to be honest with you. I think he's had a real struggle this season so far. A real struggle for him, and I am slightly concerned. I don't even know if you can see where to put him, but I put him all the way down there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He comes into the football club and he looks like a just wonderful footballer. His touch, his movement, his ability to play with others, it just, everything looked so simple and so easy, and now it just looks like this massive struggle, and I don't know what's going on. He's just completely, as Luke says, non-existent. Quinton says Gakpo was crap, but I'd start him on Saturday in the 10. You might be a while if you're playing him on Saturday. Justin, Gakpo was your messing. Gakpo, am I right? Help me. Gakpo was lost, says Greg. It's true. Just irrelevant. Ben Doak as well. So excited to see him. So looking forward to seeing Ben Doak again. And tried really hard. Went in and out of the game, though, at times. And maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the youngster there. I want to see more end product from Ben Doak, but there's this little devil on my shoulder saying he's a fucking young player, Chris, and it's not his fault. And young players play well when the team's playing well for the most part. There are the obvious exceptions, your Bellinghams, your Fabregases when they were coming through, and your Michael Owens when he was coming through, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. These are fucking generational players, like. But when a team's playing badly, a young player generally plays badly as well, and I feel like that was the case with him tonight. That it wasn't his fault. There was no movement from, obviously, the forward players and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Justin says Doak was trying to impress too much. Could be true. Doak only starts thinking when the ball's at his feet. Doak was better than Salah in this match. That's something. Doak looked so promising at the start of the game, but fizzled out as the scoreline went against us. And that's sort of, I suppose, almost classic young player. So I'm going to leave him there for now. we get on to the substitutes, and we're still in the enmeshing column here, I think, with Dom, and I'll probably have him somewhere between your meshing and... No, I think I might come down into your meshing a little bit, to be honest with you. I think his control at times was poor, his passing at times was poor. The thing that really annoyed me was the keepy ups on the, you know, when we're in the dying embers of the game. Yeah. Trey says Dom was your meshing, miles off his best. Denang, a little bit of positivity, 2 defeats in 28, all good. Thought McAllister, Diaz and Matip were shockingly bad, said Roger, who's obviously joined us late. Pranav, obviously we're going to come on to Salah. He says he's been terrible since Nottingham, which I can't disagree with too much. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, actually, Little Machero says Sobo, meshing, poor touch and decisions. Don't play too much, he needs a break. Barton says humbling defeat, hopefully we can learn and rebuild momentum. Trent Alexander-Arnold, is it fair to put him in your meshing as well? I mean, some of the lack of awareness for a guy who's been playing right back for a few years now is disappointing, and it's something that happens over and over again with Trent, isn't it? And we know how good he can be when we're in possession of the ball, but he can be poor at times, can't he? And I think this was one of those games where he really was poor. Salah, firmly in the meshing camp once again, unfortunately, having a really sort of tough sort of few weeks, really. I know he's still getting, was still getting the goals and the assists, but I don't know whether Salah's ever played this badly for this long for us. Like in game, just nothing's working for him, man. It's really tough to watch. Michaela, talking about Trent, says he was poor. The magic was missing again. Trent didn't do anything when he came on. Zoltan Horvath says Salah messing too. Yeah, Salah deserves to be the lowest because he's touted as our best player, says Trey. And in some games, I would agree with you, but there's Kostas played today, mate. Salah control and touch was terrible. Salah defo dropped off the last 3 or 4 games. Dicky says Salah, you're messing firmly. Oh, it's heavy stuff, this, isn't it? I'm going to do Nunes. I'm just going to throw him round about there, maybe. I don't think he was so bad. I don't think there was really that much to talk about. And I thought Jota was probably our player of the game, I think. Up in the higher sound, the upper echelons of sound today, and it was a glorious goal from him again. Just absolutely brilliant. It's essentially the same goal against them last time, wasn't it? I think when he just sort of slalomed through and plays a left-footed ball, and a bright spark of caution. I think he's made this case for starting at the weekend against Brentford, but all in that is bloody worrying. Because I think that was worse than Luton. And that scares me a touch, to be honest with you. Deary me. Onwards and upwards, everybody. Sure we'll beat Brentford at the weekend. Sure we're not going to get bullied there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm off to go and cry in me pillow. Good night.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the content today. If you want to get your name in and amongst these wonderful people, then head to redmenplus.com. Join as a Legend tier subscriber. You're going to get free merchandise codes. You're going to get in our Discord, and you're going to get your name at the end of YouTube videos. Yes, redmenplus.com, Legend tier status.